I'm gonna have a few different videos this week because photo editing is a little complicated. Here's how to do this week's assignments. I have several pictures. Take the one that you think does the best in the first part, and the second one assignment is about how to do corrections and tweaks. So I'll do them all at once. First part, I had a whole bunch of pictures, but this was the most awe assignment at all of all. So this is Juniper, she's the mama dog, and this is JJ, Juniper Jr., the puppy. First thing to do is to crop the picture. This is just look at what really makes the picture. See, there's where the picture really is. We don't need these bodies. The real thing is with the face. Now we have this elbow in here. We turn in the elbow, ta-da! We have the picture. This is really, think about that when you look at the crash pictures. How can we tighten it up to really tell the story? The story is right there. Image crop, ta-da! See, little editing goes a long way. Now, to crop and then size it for a 2-column page. Image, image size. See, 72 dots an inch, and look how big it is. 30 inches by, that's just, it's a poster. Now, let's make it 2 inches, 2 inches wide. Actually, it was 4.25. Ta-da! And now when you lay it out on the page, you make a box that's 2 columns wide times 4.2 inches tall. And it is, and that is your internet size to post on the internet. You notice if we go back to 30 inches, it is 13 megabytes. That'll take forever to download. So at 72, at 4.25, watch what happens from 13 megabytes to image size to 273K. That'll go through the internet 20 times quicker, and that makes all the difference in the world. So that's our big one. Now, and then we'd save as, and now at 300 dots an inch, ta-da! So you save one each way. One at 72 dots an inch. It looks smaller. You can make the view zoom in and watch it. Ooh. Watch what happens when we make it zoom in a lot. See, it's starting to get pixelated. See those rough edges? If you see something all the time, it's like the print on a balloon. You blow it up, it gets pixelated. That's why we save it At 300, image size, at 300 dots an inch, see, it's not pixelated anymore. Now, we'll just zoom out. Now, the other part of the assignment is color correction. You notice if you take the swatch on Juniper's nose and you look up here, see, and we click on what color, here is your eyedropper, shows you the color. You look at your swatch and see it's a lot blue and not much red. So if we take down the blue and maybe turn up the red, we'll get a true white. Now, you can do auto color, did a pretty good job, but still a little blue in there. So let's do auto tone. Again, better, but it's still just a little blue, just to make sure. Oh, you see, the child's face is a little red. To really get the right color balance, it's a good idea to get something that's gray or white so you can get the true color. Once that's called color balance. If your whites are white or your grays are gray, everything's in balance. And her nose is not blue. So we look at the swatch. It is a little blue still after the auto. If you want to be really cool about it, we can go image adjustments and we can do levels or curves. It's much better because that way we could just look at the blue and take off just enough blue, just a little bit. And this is the highlights. Here is the midtones. And here's the lowlights. See, we're making her less blue. See, it's close to the white. And remember, we had too much red or not enough red. So let's take the red. Looking good. That looks like a pretty neutral. Look at the swatch. Let's take it right there. And it's still a little blue. So we'll go back to the blue. We'll take out a little bit more. That looks pretty good. I mean, sometimes you need to trust your instruments rather than your eyes because your computer monitors are all pretty much the same. Now, if we just adjust all the colors at once, so you're just doing all the colors at once and this is your highlights, your midterm, and your lows. So if we take all of them, it changes all of them. But since we want to just take out a little blue, here's our midterms. Looks pretty good. And here's highlights. Okay, take our swatch. Oh, it's getting a little bluer, so let's take some more blue out. There it goes. Let's see, look at our swatch. Look at it. See how that migrated over? Let's see what happens. We want to get it to our whitest white. That's pretty good. Blue. You can play with this all day, but it's still pretty close. It's pretty as close as we're going to get to white. And so we have the color corrections. We have, I want to take a little bit more red out. Now we take our reds are a little blue. Oh, I could do this all day. It's going to be pretty close. Get the swatch. It's a little purple. Red and green are all right. It's just still too much blue. So we'll go back to this. And let's try here. Okay. Okay, it looks pretty good. Looks a little blue on my screen, but it's right over here as wide as we're going to get it. So that's how to do a color correction. Watch your instruments. See the swatch? Pretty close. So that's as good as we're going to get. And then file, save. Again, double check. Is levels good out of 2. Where's image size? Here it is. 425, 300 dots an inch. Save as. Ta-da! That's really what I want you to do this week, is to really size, crop, color correct, and one other little thing and we can do just that. I was going to do something else, but that's our basics for this week. Have some fun with it, and we'll get to you next time.